let's start. Thank you. Here you go. Today's topic is discussion on distal acupuncture point treatment of anxiety. So what we're gonna include tonight, you have to sign in. So I'll send you the link. Just give me a minute. Okay. So you have to click the link. I haven't sent it yet. Send it to you yet. So click the link and sign in. And this is the first thing you need to do. And then we're gonna start. What is anxiety? And then number 3 is the symptoms of anxiety. How does it relate to the organ and meridian theory according to Chinese medicine? And I'm going to share with you spleen, heart, Sao Yang pattern, and Tai Yin, Tai Yang pattern, and magical 12 pattern to treat anxiety, and show you the point as well. And then the last one, they come to the advertising of my workshop in Hamilton in August next month, actually. Oh no, September. My bad. Next month is in Malaysia. The last one is you have to click the link to answer the quiz. Right, that is the link. Before I send you the link, I need to make it clear. So for you to get the CPD certificate, you must sign in now. Okay, that's first thing. And then the second thing is you must once you sign in, you receive an email. Okay, so you need to check your junk mail box if you haven't received it. Okay, now if you unsubscribe our email previously, then you have to email us to ask to remove the unsubscribe function. Otherwise, you are not going to receive any of our email, and you're not going to receive any of the CPD certificate. Okay. So the first thing is sign in. Click the link and sign in. Then you will receive an email. And the next thing is you have to stay until the end, and we'll send you the quiz link. Once you click and you fill in all the answer and you submit, and you are going to receive an email as well. Okay, to let you know, hey, you have successful answer all the question and it's confirmed, things like that. Then you have to do those. So you receive 2 email. If you haven't, which means you haven't you haven't submitted properly. Okay, and you have to do it tonight. You can't wait until tomorrow, because when we run the report, anything or report will show when you sign in, when you complete the when do you complete the quiz as well. If you sign in tomorrow and complete it, that doesn't count. Okay, because we want to prevent that people send to you. Someone may send to friends and they do it tomorrow. So last time, the tinnitus one, a lot of people sign in the next day, and a lot of people answer the quiz the next day. Those people won't count. Okay, so we have to take 2 things: sign in and quiz. Those are the 2 things that we our assistant will look at those 2, and then um, assign you a certificate. Okay, thank you very much. Let me okay. is a sign-in link. Please, anxiety webinar sign-in link. Please click and sign in. I'll give you 2 minutes. Do not post any other link, please. Just click the link that I post. Any other, I'm not quite sure what the link is. Sorry. I didn't have time to read everything that you guys post. Now this is the link. Please click and sign in. Every webinar will have a new link. Okay. Every webinar, every time there's a new link. You can't use the previous link. But to get into the webinar, there's evergreen link. Okay. If you can't click the link, it's working. I just click it. It's working. No problem at all. Some people have signed. I can tell from my in. I can tell a lot of people. 71 people have signed in. No problem at all. So it's working. If you can't click the link, if the link doesn't work for you, just simply copy and paste. Copy and paste. That's how simple it is. Copy and paste it on your browser, and then just fill in your name and email. That's it. And then check your email address. Check your email inbox and junk mail. Okay. So please don't post any other link. You're confusing others. It's working. Okay, it's working. Just I'll post it again. There's any don't post any other links, because some of the link is not the same link. Okay, just use my post under my name. Don't click any others people's link. Some of the links not working. Okay, I don't know why. I'm not quite sure what you guys posting. It's too confusing. Okay, just follow my link. Okay, that's it. Right. Okay, next. Right, let's start. What is anxiety? So it's quite normal for people to have feeling of anxiety once in a while. This is especially true for people who live stressful lives. But when the anxiety becomes excessive, then it becomes a problem, right? You might start feeling so anxious that you can't control it, and it interferes with your life. When you feel this way, you may already suffer from a generalized anxiety disorder. So what really, what is anxiety? For me, simple: worry and fear. Worry plus fear. Scare. Worry into a certain level, and then you feel scared. Okay. And look, anxiety, according to Chinese medicine, what does it mean? What organ does it go to? Could be heart, could be stomach and spleen. For me, we just put it in the stomach and spleen. Simple. We'll keep it simple. Okay. How do I do this? I'm not quite sure how to change to the other way. Oh, here you go. Yep. So for me is worry lead to anxiety. Worry is worry. Anxiety is worry plus fear. And scare, fear, that is kidney, right? Kidney out of balance, related to kidney. Okay? Does it make sense? We'll keep it simple. Okay? Right, next. Well, what I'm going to do, to be honest, if you worry, people worry. There's a lot of things to worry about. But if you can't function, it doesn't actually interfere your life. That's pretty okay. A bit of worry is not a big deal. It's not a wrong thing. Like if you worry about something and then you correct it and you have a solution to deal with it, and it actually make you success. So worry is not a big thing. But if you keep worry, if you don't have a solution for it, and then you start to have a lot of other symptoms and it interfere with your life, then that's a problem. So here are 10 of the common symptoms, not treatment, symptoms of this disorder, anxiety disorder, okay? Persistent worry. Now, when we go through this, we want to understand what meridian or organs may relate it to this symptom, okay? This is my job here to share with you. Persistent worry could be heart, spleen, stomach, right? Any worry for me is stomach and spleen, but a lot of time worry it lead to anxiety and patients have palpitation. Very common they have palpitation, right? Then that's heart, because heart can't support stomach and spleen. Heart is fire, stomach and spleen is earth, right? For long history of worrying, anxiety, stomach and spleen is weak, and then heart keeps supporting spleen and stomach, earth, and then heart out of balance. Then you start to get palpitation. That's how I understand it. Hope that makes sense. Fatigue. So one of the common symptoms, fatigue, low energy. It can cause from any other organs. That's why I put it down here, 12 zangfu organs. Any of the organs out of balance can cause fatigue, can cause low energy, right? We won't say, oh, low energy is definitely heart out of balance, or low energy, that's spleen qi deficiency. I think any organs out of balance can cause low energy. Overthinking, that's brain, right? So who control brain in Chinese medicine? Kidney and heart. So those two organs control brain. There's anything overthinking, we link it to those two organs. Twitchy and trembling feeling, so that they might experience a rapid heart rate, sweaty palms, and even physical shaking. So this is a feeling like tingling, numbness, those thinking, right? And I put it down to stomach and spleen. It could be more, because it could be um, neurological symptoms, right? Tingling, numbness. It could be nerve symptom. Then it could be liver, right? Fear of uncertainty. They start to feel scary and not quite sure for things that not even happy happening, and they start to think, oh, okay, I worry about this may happen, what's going on, start worry, and then start feel uncertainty. They're not quite sure what's going on, and it's just so scared, and then even uh, um, shaky. Sleep problem. A sleep problem could be difficulty to get to sleep, or waking up a lot, right? Or some patients wake up with anxiety first thing in the morning, or in the middle of the night, they wake up and they feel anxious. Anything related to sleeping, I put it down to heart. Okay. indecisiveness. So this is when a person is afraid of making decision out of fear of making the wrong one. So they're not quite sure how to make decisions, and they're so scared to make decisions. Okay, they can't think of the right. There's no logical for them to think. Right. So stomach and spleen again about thinking. Muscle tension. Muscle tension can relate to a lot of pain. Tightness, pain, could be back pain, neck pain, whatever. The central muscle and stomach and spleen control muscles. Difficulty concentrating, okay, and they can't focus when they do things. And again, there's a brain functioning that is heart and kidney. Other physical symptoms may also experience different physical symptoms. This include neurological symptoms such as tingling or numbness in different body parts. A person may also experience chest pain or tightness and palpitation. In severe cases, one might even feel like he is having a heart attack. Other symptoms include breathing difficulties and feeling lightheaded, disease, or faint. So as you can see here, if they get other physical symptoms, palpitation, chest pain, and chest pain could be lung, it could be heart, it could be stomach too, right? And what else? Like if they feel heart attack, the sensation that's heart. If they have breathing problem, that's lung, right? Dizziness could be liver. Faint could be liver, could be any others. So I'm just showing you if the patient come to us and they mention about all this, and as a TCM practitioner, we need to think about all these organ and the meridian. Okay, but how do we make sure worrying is it from the heart or spleen or is a combination? I normally use pose, taking pose to decide which one is more or a combination. You can tell from the pose. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Right, any question for that so far? Does it make sense to you guys? Right, does it make sense? Yep, cool. Thanks, Jenny. Liver, yes, it does. Like tingling numbness, all these 10 conditions is no directly in the liver. But I know a lot of people say, well, depression, anxiety is all about liver stagnation. It's not like this in the clinic. I don't see a lot of liver stagnation in there. Yes, stress. If they feel stress as well as worry, then yeah, maybe some in the liver. But too many people put it just in liver stagnation. This is not right in my experience. Kidney heart not communicating. Yep, that makes sense. There's a lot. What I just mentioned, all those conditions. It just I list all the conditions. It could be there, and it could be related to those organs or meridian. But how could we actually making sure? How could you tell it definitely on this organ? Like worrying. Worrying is mainly from stomach and spleen. Okay, but it could be from heart. The reason I put heart is because when they worry with anxiety, they get palpitation often. So I put heart on it. But the worrying could form liver, the wound against stomach and spleen and causing worrying. And nothing wrong with the stomach and spleen. We need to treat liver. Okay, does it make sense? Mm, this is something that in the diagnosis, right? We said earth is spleen and stomach, right? And this is worry. We put it on here. How do we know they're worrying? We ask them, and they say yes, they're worried, and I say okay, could be stomach and spleen. And how do you tell it's actually from the stomach and spleen? They may have other conditions, bloating, diarrhea, stomach pain, all this thing, and they say okay, yeah, it's quite sure it is stomach and spleen. This is how we normally do it, right? To make a diagnosis, to find out, to ask the right question, to collect the information from what they answering the question, and then we analyze it, which organs, right? But what if the patient come and just they have worrying and no other symptom? And how could you tell? Yes, it could be still stomach and spleen, right? But it could be from the wood, which is liver, against the earth. It could be the water, the earth against water, right? And the reverse, the water reverse is too strong, and here kidney is too strong, and reverse and causing earth the spleen and stomach problem, sick, and then present as worry. And how could you know? It's harder to just simply ask the question, to keep asking questions to track it down. So will you pose? Will you apply pose diagnosis? It it directly tell us which organ out of balance. This is my way to do it. Does it make sense? Okay, let's keep going. Right, we're going to apply balance method acupuncture. Right, this is the distal acupuncture strategy. Nothing wrong to do local local point, but we only focus on distal point in this um, webinar. So balance method acupuncture highlight is instant results, never insert needle on pain area, easy to learn and repeatable results. No need tonify or in reduce technique and painless method. All right, that's next. So what is the local point selection? Like if the patient come with headache, we select the point on the head to treat the headache. That is local point strategy, right? Same as foot or lower back. You choose the point in lower back or foot to treat lower back pain or foot pain. That's local point strategy. What is distal point strategy? Distal needling, no need to insert needle in pain area. According to Huangdi Neijing, so just look at the green part, right? If you're a Chinese speaker, you can look at the Chinese one. It in the English, it say qi runs in the shoulder, in the heat. And what kind of qi is that? It's a bad qi, bad energy, So it can treat by needling tianzhu. If the bad qi on the heat, the energy, right, on the heat, and of course you may suffer from headaches, dizziness, right, and any other heat conditions. So it can be treated by needling tianzhu, which is bladder 10, and 大柱 bladder 11, located on the bladder channel of foot taiyang. So all this tianzhu and dazhu are both located on the bladder channel around the heath, right? And then it say if it is not cured, then needle the in spring. In spring mean yin spring, sorry, needle yin spring and shu stream. The yin spring on the bladder meridian called Zhutonggu bladder 66, and shu stream Sugu bladder 65. So those acupoints of the bladder channel of foot taiyang should be needled. So what they tell us in this chapter of Hongdi Neijing is say, well, if the patient have issues, you diagnose the bad energy on the head and causing headache. It could be headache, could be dizziness. If we needle over here, it doesn't work. So needle point over here, right? So what it means, if the local point doesn't work well, then needle distal point. Does it make sense? If distal point doesn't work well, needle local point. That is the logic in here. Do you get it? If you do, please reply 1. Does it make sense? Yep. This is how simple it is, right? It's not hard at all. It's very simple, pretty straightforward, right? Okay. Thank you for replying. Now, we use acupuncture 1, 2, 3. Acupuncture, we find out a sick meridian. Then acupuncture 2, we find out the meridian, treating meridian that through the 6 systems. In acupuncture 3, we select the points. And I'm going to show you one of the case study that I've treated, and then I'm going to show you how to what strategy we may use for this kind of case. Okay, another reminder, if you just sign in, I'm going to post that again. If you sign in already, don't worry. For those probably get in a bit late, I'm going to post it again for you to sign in. For those you have signed in, don't worry about the link that I just posted. Okay, we have 192, and the CPD is mainly for New Zealand practitioner. Okay, if you are overseas, don't worry about it. Okay, cool. That's just a reminder. You must sign in and complete the quiz, otherwise you won't get CPD certificate. Thank you. Right, this is one of the case that in my clinic. And this patient came in and said, she, okay, she no longer able to work. Initially, she worried a lot. Then she realized that when she start worry and she get palpitation, and then she realized that's anxious because she doesn't want to go to work anymore. She's so scared of going to work. And it come with often a lot of people come with bowel motion problem. Most anxiety patient, they get bloating and they get loose bowel motion, but there is exemption. Probably 1 out of 10, or not even 1 out of 10, 1 out of 20 or 30, they get constipation. But most of they come with diarrhea, loose bowel motion. So this patient 4 or 5 times bowel motion daily, in loose stools and low energy. That's the main thing that you complain about. Okay, so let's look at it. Anxious. What organ does related to? Because that anxious with palpitation, so we'll put it to stomach, heart, and spleen. Okay, so I haven't actually checked the pulse yet at the moment, but in my mind, this is what happened. Let's collect the information from the patient. The patient tell you what's going on, and then you know, okay, this is what happening. All right. So bowel motion daily, 4 or 5 times, lose that spleen, what normally called spleen qi deficiency, spleen issues. Okay, it could be others. So this is it could be small intestine, large intestine, stomach issue as well. But if we keep it simple, heart, spleen, this is sick meridian. And low energy could be any others. It could be just heart and spleen out of balance that causing low energy. So in this case, in the second scenario, I'm going to include other organs, okay, to treat other organs. But now I just keep it simple, heart and spleen, okay? This is acupuncture 1, sick organs. So if you know balance method acupuncture, normally we talk about the sick meridian. But in this case, it's internal disease, emotional energy issues. You know, it's not about pain. There's no pain in this patient. There's no pain at all. And how do we figure out which organ or which meridian to treat? So we use 脏腑辩证 to figure out the organs. Okay, so the acupuncture 1, sick meridian or sick organs, is heart and spleen. Right, heart and spleen. Well, someone have signed up twice. Sorry, I forgot to show you the things, right? The presentation. Here's the presentation. Okay. I just saw that now you may be one of the person who is not in the junk mail. You have to contact us through the email, and you probably unsubscribed from our system long time ago. And if you want to get into it, you need to actually ask our assistant to remove the unsubscribe function for you. Okay. All right. So does that make sense? Sorry, I forgot to show you the presentation. As I showing you again, you see can't work, worry a lot, palpitation when anxious, that's heart spleen, and the bowel motion, that's spleen. Does it make sense to you? That's simple, right? Do you get it? If you follow, if you're following, please type 2, reply 2. Okay. Thank you. Right, next chapter. Now this is acupuncture 2. Acupuncture 2 is finding the treating meridian. Treating meridian. So we go through 6 balance system to find out the balance or the treating meridian. And the treating meridian, a balanced meridian, it directly treat the organs. So we know the sick meridian is heart and spleen. So we choose one pattern that is actually including heart and spleen, that we call spleen heart sao yang pattern. What is sao yang? Hand sao yang sanjiao, foot sao yang, gallbladder. So we only needle one side. The hand, the heart meridian, we needle on the right hand, and so the left hand is sanjiao, and left foot is spleen, and right foot is gallbladder. Okay, we can needle hard on the left hand Then everything in here, you just move to the opposite side. Okay. So this is acupuncture 2. We have 12 basic pattern. This is global balance. We have 12 basic global balance pattern. This is just one of them. Okay. I'm going to show you more later on. Now, then acupuncture 3, we choose the point and we apply holographic image. And we choose the point over here. Okay. Now, heart and spleen. Heart is over here on the chest. Spleen is over here. Okay. Let me go back to you. Now, when you choose the point, we use image. Heart is over here, right? Spleen is over here. So we choose a point that can go to on those meridians that can target heart and spleen. So this image on the hands and legs on the head, those image, the reflexology theory that reflects on the hands and legs. And we choose those areas, choose those points to treat heart and spleen. This is the point that I suggest. They can go through those. On the heart, we needle 0到 heart 4. On the 三焦 meridian, needle 外观三焦 5. On the spleen, needle spleen 6. On the gallbladder, needle gallbladder 34. Okay. And apart from that, on the head, we want to make this patient calm, relax, needle 220, 224, and 印堂, 百会神庭印堂. Okay. Right. This is one of the strategy to treat this patient. Okay. Are you following? If you are, please reply 3. There are 2 more strategies I'm going to share with you. Easy, right? Okay. Thank you for replying. I'll show you the next one. So same acupuncture 1, we want to locate the sick organ or sick meridian. The condition is totally the same. So which means this patient, I have another strategy for it. It's in here. Now, palpitation when anxious is still heart and spleen. Then look at here. 4 to 5 times bowel motion daily. Well, we were thinking just spleen, but it can be stomach, large intestine, and small intestine, right? Causing the loose bowel motion. So 3 more organs in here. They're all full organs. In low energy, it could be any junk food organs. Okay. But it could be just, spleen, heart, stomach, large intestine, small intestine, and nothing to do with the others. But anyway, let's just treat heart, spleen, stomach, large intestine, and small intestine, and we'll see what sort of strategy that we come up with. Here's acupuncture 2. Go through 6 system again, and we'll be able to find other pattern. So the green part is Tai Yin Yang Ming pattern. In Chinese, the green part. In the English part is purple. The purple part is Tai Yin Yang Ming. On the chart on the right side, I didn't actually mention Tai Yin Yang Ming on the chart, but if you look at the left on the bottom, the Tai Yin Yang Ming pattern, right? And what is Tai Yin Yang Ming? Hand tie in lung meridian on the right hand, the purple one, right? Foot tie in spleen, put on the left leg. Hand Yang Ming, large intestine, left hand. Foot Yang Ming, stomach, right foot. You see, on top of spleen, heart, Sao Yang pattern, we add on Tai Yin Yang Ming pattern. There's 8 meridians in total, right? 8 meridian in totals. The last pattern is has included spleen already. So if we add on one more pattern, which means there is 7 meridians in here. As you can see, the left leg, spleen, right? 2 spleen. You just need there's 1 spleen meridian already. Only. Okay, holographic theory again. Again, when it comes to holographic theory, then we need to know where the small intestine and large intestine in here. So some point need to treat here. Okay, how do we choose? I show you in my class how do we choose, but in here I'll just give you the answer. The negative symbol and the positive symbol mean yang meridian, yin meridian in here. Okay, let me show you. You see the symbol here? The negative on the right hand, lung and heart, they are yin meridian. The positive symbol on the left hand side, large intestine, Sanjiao meridian, they both yang meridian. So left leg, there's negative symbol, right? There is spleen meridian, there's yin meridian. And right leg, there's positive symbol. There is gallbladder and stomach meridian. They're both yang meridian. So there's yin yang. So that means if we needle heart, we only needle on the right side. You don't needle on the left side. All right? Are you following? Does it make sense? Oh, I forgot to show you that again. Shouldn't do you follow? I'll show you the chart again. I forgot to show you, sorry. Forgot to show you. So you see the right hand, in symbol, in meridian. We only needle in meridian in here. In hand. On left hand, yang meridian, hand yang meridian, large intestine in Sanjiao. And right foot, yang meridian, gallbladder and stomach. Left foot, spleen meridian. Right? So you don't need to needle left spleen meridian and right spleen meridian. You don't needle both in meridian on both sides. Okay, do you get me? No, we don't use male right hand yang. We don't, nothing to do with that. We don't do male or female. No, same thing. We use structure. Okay, are you guys following? If you are, please reply 4. Okay, thank you. So you can take a picture of this and you can apply it on your patient, but you must make the right diagnosis. Okay, here you go. This is Tai Yin Yang Ming pattern and spinning heart Sao Yang pattern. We combine both together. And look at the background of the blue. That's blue, right? On the lung, we choose Lie Chue lung 7 on the right side. On the large intestine, we choose Sanjian large intestine 3 on the left side. On the right foot, we choose stomach 36, Zhu San Li. On the left foot, well, we have chosen spleen 6, so we meant spleen 6. And on the hip, 220, 224 印堂, by Hui Shen Ting 印堂, the same. Okay, that is 7 meridians. 7 meridians. Okay? Now, this is second strategy. Now, I'm going to show you the third strategy. We have 3 strategies today. Let's keep going. This is the third strategy. This is acupuncture 2. The acupuncture 1 is still the same, but we treat this. We treat the low energy side. Low energy one, it could be from any of the Zangfu organs, right? So we're including that, all the organs, right? So that's acupuncture 2. Acupuncture 1 is the same, but including all other organs, which means this patient feel fatigue, and we're not quite sure where the fatigue come from, and we treat all the meridian. When we treat all the meridian, we treat hand 3 yang on the right side, hand 3 in on the right side, hand 3 yang on the left side, then hand 3 in, foot 3 in on the left side, foot 3 yang on the right side. Okay, 12 meridian, we treat it all. And this is the point. You may want to take a picture of it. Okay, for this, we call magical 12 pattern. Magical 12 pattern. Lung 7 on the right side, pericardium 6, heart 4 on the left side. On the right side, right hand in, left hand yang. Okay, left hand yang. So large intestine 4, Sanjiao 5, small intestine 6, Yang Lao over here. Now in the last chapter, I used large intestine 3, Sanjian. It's okay to use Hegu or Sanjian. Sanjian is more toward to the heart, and Hegu is more toward to the belly button, which is the large intestine and small intestine. Okay, and on the left foot, spleen 6, Saning Jiao, and Tai Chong, which is liver 3, Fu Liu, kidney 7. On the right foot, stomach 36, GV 34, gallbladder 34, and UB 58. Okay, you can take a picture. Now, are you following? If you are, please reply 5. No order, no needling order. No needling order at all. The question is, when are you going to use those three? Okay, now I have spin hard, sao yang. Number two, I add on tie in yang ming. Number three, I got magical 12. If you don't know how to take pulse, and if the patient come with a lot of conditions, the main condition probably anxiety, or anxiety probably the secondary conditions that they want to treat, and you go through it, or it's very complicated, and then a lot of symptoms, that's pain, neck pain, and you go through it, there are at least 6 meridian or organs involved, then you choose magical 12. Does it make sense? Are you following? If no, okay. If the patient come with a lot of conditions, and anxiety is one of them, and I see, well, headache. Where's the headache? Over here. All right. Gallbladder. That's 1 meridian. Diarrhea, spleen, 2 meridian. Right. Can't sleep, heart issues. And they say, well, stress a lot, angry easily. I say, oh, liver. Okay. Lower back pain as well. So that is UB meridian, on the UB, on the bladder meridian. And they say, well, okay, I can't control. I have urgency to go to urinate. That's probably kidney. You see, some of them are organs, some of them are sick meridian. I can name 6. Any 6 of 12 meridian or organs. Then you apply magical 12. This is an easy way for you to make the diagnosis. Okay, a simple way. Okay, because you don't know. I'm thinking of a way that you can apply those 3. I'm not saying that those 3 can treat all the anxiety, but often the anxiety come with anxiety and palpitation. That is the number one. If they have anxiety and palpitation. Okay. If they come with diarrhea, then add on this one, bloating. Any spleen, stomach, large intestine, and lung issue. If you can diagnose if they have lung condition, either meridian or lung organs conditions, use that one. Right? So if they had palpitation, you use that one. Spleen and heart one. Okay. Anxiety and palpitation. Very common. Very common. Most of my anxiety patient, they have palpitation. I recently have one. I said, do you get palpitation? She said no. Do you get diarrhea or bloating? She said no. All right. Not common at all. Normally I said, do you get this? They say yes, yes, yes. Which is a lot of cases. They get diarrhea, bloating, and palpitation. I have one patient today, much better already. It's not because of anxiety she was here. She's here because of the burning tongue and sore tongue and joint pain arthritis for years, and also suffer from hot flusher. And we had a we examination today. We sit down and we talk. And he said many things improve. He said now she can link, she much away her hot flusher linked to the anxiety. She said when she felt anxious and she got hot flusher. You see, and previously she didn't know that. The anxious, she talked to the doctor, and the doctor never thought about anxiety and hot flusher linked together. She passed the menopause many years ago, but she still got hot flusher, and that is the anxiety symptom. Like people get anxiety and palpitation. She got anxiety, got palpitation, as well as hot flusher, and now no longer palpitation, but the hot flusher is still there. You see what I mean? The hot flusher is kind of palpitation. A lot of people anxiety, anxious follow with palpitation, but her one is actually follow with hot flusher more than palpitation. They used to get palpitation since the last 2 months treatment. The palpitation is no longer there, but the hot flusher is still there. Because you got anxious, hot flusher, anxious, hot flusher. Does it make sense? Yeah, it could be anything, but you need to figure out for your patient what's going on. Okay. Now, for me, how do I make a diagnosis for that? I take pulse and I choose which one suitable for my patient. Okay. So for you, because you don't know about the pulse, so I can't actually show you how to do the pulse in here. But there's another way, just by asking more questions to figure out more symptom, find out the sick organ or sick meridian, and then you'll be able to use either that one or that one or that one, or combine those one, or just use that one. Okay, don't get me wrong. If you get this one, apply this one, it works. You keep treating it, there is a chance to change the strategy to here or here. Why is that? Because those 6 meridian in here, if come to some point, well, they no longer have any problem in the urine, so that's gone. You see, and no longer stress or angry, and that's gone. Lower back pain's gone. And now you only have 3 sick meridian or organs. Saoyang, foot meridian, which is gallbladder, spleen, and heart. So you only have 3 sick meridian organs in here. If you keep treating with magical 12, it won't work anymore. Why is that? Because you're not focusing on those. You're focusing on other meridian that is not sick at all. Does it make sense? Now you have to choose back to here. Spleen, heart, Saoyang, because Saoyang got gallbladder meridian. You're more focusing on only the sick meridian. The other, they are okay. You don't have to treat them. If you keep treating here, initially you may get a good result, and you keep going, and the patient say, my anxiety is quite bad recently. Back pain, no back pain, but anxiety is very bad, and palpitation is very bad, and diarrhea is quite bad, sore tummy is quite bad. It's all in here. Then you have to forget about Magical 12. Although Magical 12 worked very well initially, you have to forget about it and go to stomach, spleen, heart, Saoyang. So you need to know when to change, when is the right time to actually switch from here to here or here to here, all this thing. Okay, there are more pattern. I'm just suggesting all here because it's more common in the clinic. Okay, do you get me? If you follow, please reply 6. Okay, cool. Cool. Thank you for replying. Okay, one more thing. The structural imbalance. The structural imbalance is very important in the case. Um, does structural imbalance cause organ imbalance? This question for you guys. If you think it does cause organs imbalance, you put yes. If you think no, you reply no. Does structure imbalance, that uneven shoulder, uneven pelvic, one leg is shorter than the other, cause organs imbalance, then causing and lead to anxiety? Hmm? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, yep, it does. So the thing that I just show you, those three, they are focusing on organs imbalance. There are cases, probably most of people have structure imbalance. So you need to treat the structure imbalance. You can't just treat the organs imbalance, okay? But we can treat structure imbalance as well as organs imbalance, okay? Let me suggest you how to do that. The needle you put in, based on those three, we can treat structure as well as organ function, okay? Now you see here, if you look at one patient, one shoulder is higher than the other, and left shoulder is, in this case, left shoulder is higher, and the left leg, you need to treat needle in meridian. Do you get me? If the right shoulder is higher and the left and the right leg, you need to treat in meridian. Which shoulder is higher, you treat that side of leg, you needle in meridian. Okay, let me back. So in this pattern, the in meridian on the left side, right? Left foot in. That means this patient, the left on the left side, right? On left shoulder is higher. Okay, left shoulder is higher. Okay. If you can't tell which shoulder, then you go to the inferior ankle. The bottom of the bottom of the scapular bone, and you go and measure those two sides and see which side is higher. If you can't tell from the shoulder, you need to measure both inferior ankle. Right, you get me? If you understand, please reply 7. Do you get me? Okay. So all the strategy, 3 of them, I show you left leg needle in meridian, right? That means left shoulder will be higher on those patients. If the your patient right shoulder is higher, then you do the opposite. You change the opposite. Okay. Explain it again. If your patient left shoulder is higher, then you needle left foot in meridian and match the strategy that I show you. If you can't tell, you need to measure the inferior ankle, 肩胛骨下角. Okay. So normally 肩胛骨下角, the left side will be higher than the right side. And how you put your thumb on both sides, you find it, and you see, oh, this one is higher, left side. So left leg in meridian. If you find, oh, this side is higher, right side, and right leg in meridian, then you in meridian, and here, yang meridian, in meridian, yang meridian. Right? That makes sense? So you always in yang. Okay, if you needle in and here, in yang. Okay, so when you look at that, this is how you choose the sign. And if you needle deeper, you needle the muscle, you stimulate muscle, then automatic adjust or rebalance the structure. There are better idea, better technique for it, but I just letting you know that when you needle deeper, you're using distal point to adjust the structure. Okay, and it works better. Okay, there's many other way to figure it out which side to do that, and this is one of the easier way to show you straight away. I don't have to show you a lot of, lay down and do this, do this. You don't have to do this. Okay. Okay, cool. Thank you. Right. This is one of the case that I treat the son. Let's watch it.
So a colleague of mine at work recommended that we give this go. We initially came for myself, and then while we were here, because Sammy was quite intrigued by it, and then we talked about using it to help him with his worries and anxieties, and so yeah, and the journey started from there.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll talk about you then.
Yeah.
What was your case with here, and how was the results?
So I came in because I had really bad.
Sorry, I just double checked something. You guys can watch and hear, can you? Can you hear the video that I just played? And can you watch it? No problem? Okay, cool. Let's keep going then. Sorry, I wasn't sure. How did you...
Like an 8 or a 9. It was so bad.
How was it?
Worries and anxieties, and intrigued by it. And then we talked about using it to help.
How did you...
So yeah, and the journey started from there.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll talk about you then.
Yeah.
What was your case with here, and how was the results?
So I came in because I had really bad vertigo, and to the point where whilst I have some manoeuvres that I can do myself, it was so bad that I couldn't even do those. And when I came into the clinic that day, I was probably like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 in terms of discomfort and not feeling well. And I probably left at about a 2 or a 3. But yeah, so it was amazing actually. In terms of being able to go from that feeling that day that I literally couldn't function to being able to.
And it just was just one acupuncture, and then
Yeah.
you could perform the exercise.
Yeah.
It was all good.
Yeah.
Good, fantastic. And I talk about Sam then. So how bad was Sam before the acupuncture?
He was pretty, if you say kind of thing, if you use a scale of 1 to 10, he was probably sitting at like an 8 or a 9 some days. Like it wasn't like that all of the time, but in terms of it becoming debilitating and stopping him doing the things that he enjoyed, not wanting to be apart from anyone, and yeah, like anxiety around going to, like, could manifest itself into going to school and things like that. So yeah, definitely wasn't going well for him in terms of his general life enjoyment.
So what sort of thing that he normally enjoyed and then he couldn't do it
Yeah.
because of the anxiety.
So loves gymnastics and was really good at gymnastics. But we'd got to the point where going to training was becoming really hard, or we'd go to the training, we'd get to inside the building, or sometimes we would get to inside the building, and he just couldn't bring himself to actually going inside. But then he wouldn't want to leave either, because then he felt like something else was winning, but he couldn't, was just fearful, was all like panic mode, fight or flight kind of response.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible for you to watch it too.
Yeah, and then some days the same kind of thing, like we'd get to school and we'd never had any worries with him going to school ever, like we loved going to school, and the same kind of debilitating, almost frozen,
How did it all happen in the beginning? What triggered it?
A couple of interactions with other young people, what seemed to be like a catalyst for the start, and then being in the car on the thunderstorm day in December, that was a massive thing, and then it just kind of snowballed from there. That so we still haven't got him back to swimming, actually, thinking about that, but
Water things.
It just seemed to be like one or two interactions with people that he didn't know how to, people the same age didn't know how to respond to, and then it just became like a
hard for them to describe those things. What sort of feeling I felt like when I talked to him, and a lot of things he said, I don't know, because for adult as well, that kind of thing you just can't describe. Very hard to describe the emotional thing, what you feel about. It's just a feeling you can't control. I totally understand. Now, he's been having acupuncture. We started with weekly.
Even a couple of times a week, I think.
Even 2 times weekly. And then cut down to once weekly. And then now
once monthly.
Once monthly. Because after 2 months, 1 month for 2 times weekly, and 1 month for 1 time weekly. And now it's once a month. So how's everything working so far?
So much so I still have to be present with him at some of his activities, but we don't have the same, doesn't kind of get there and then just not be able to take himself down and actually participate.
Going to the gym? No problem.
No problem. And his actual quality of training, because that was the other thing, he'd go, but because you could see that his mind was so full of things that he wasn't training as well as he could, and now looks
back to normal. Okay.
And has just skyrocketed in terms of his progress. Where we would have thought he would have tracked to, but he had not got there in the season. No worries with going to school, even on some of the rainy days that we've had. He's still hopped out of the car and. And then the same with because he's had the sinus. On your recommendation, made a few changes in terms of dietary stuff as well, and definitely less, still probably a bit mouth breathing, but not as much sniffing.
Okay, we probably stop in here. So quite a while to go. So what happened in this case is, it's a 10 years old boy and suffered from anxiety. There was a mom, and talk about we had treatment, twice weekly for 1 month, 4 weeks, and then cut it down to once weekly, and now cut it down to once monthly for the next 4 months. So he now came back to school, no problem at all, and gymnastic, and it's raining, there's no problem, because initially there's raining they're in the car. Last December when it's raining in Auckland, and that's happened in their house in Hamilton too. Like water flooded into their house, and that's what triggered very bad for his anxiety. So, so this case is purely just acupuncture, no Chinese herbs, no other things. But he got two problems after the first initial examination. Number one is the structure imbalance. So we treat the structure imbalance. That's number one. Number two, so we definitely treat the structure imbalance for this case. Number two, and then I just pose, and then I needle it. According to the pose, we choose a pattern. We call it 绝阴少阳. Okay. Why I choose 绝阴少阳, not the other three that I show you? Because he didn't get any palpitation. Number one. Okay. And there's no diarrhea or bloating. Number two. So no spleen, no stomach, and no heart problem. It's just 绝阴少阳. 绝阴少阳 is liver, pericardium, 肝、心包, gallbladder, and 三焦. So 三焦 pericardium is kidney yang. Very weak kidney yang for this little man. So we narrows it, and then block nose as well, sinus every morning. And once we treated this one, and that better, and is able to go back to the school and gymnastic, no problem at all. So this is how we acupuncture can help. Okay, if I just treat it here, it's not good enough. The structure is very important for this little man. Okay, right? Are you following? Please reply 8 if you're following. Thank you very much. Now is the advertising time. So I'm going to have a workshop in Hamilton. The details in language in English, and I'm a lecturer, and it'll be in the September from 10th, 9th to the 10th, 8th, 9th, 10th, Friday to Sunday. Okay, 8:30 to 5:30, including 1.5 hour lunch and 15 minutes tea time, morning and afternoon. And I provide vegan meal to all of you. And the venue is in Abyss, Tanui, Hamilton. And day one, well, this is mainly for balanced method acupuncture, but I'm actually based on the yin yang. I show you how to treat the structure imbalance as well, in here, but based on the distal point. So you're no longer just balance the meridian, you balance the structure. This is the critical things, And day one, day two, we talk about 6 balance system, and how do you needle those 6 balance system, how do you choose them, and which side to needle. Okay. And in previously, we show everyone system 135, you need the opposite side, but it's no longer like this. Okay, because when you choose that, you only balance the meridian. Okay, if you want to get better outcome, we need to do it and look at the feet and find out which side to needle, and we need to balance the structure as well. So this is the day 3. We cover all the symptoms individually, and I'm going to show you how to choose the meridian and which side to needle and which point to needle. And if this doesn't work, where do you go to? There's a lot of different strategy. And I also give you a bonus. This bonus is a new acupuncture technique that I've figured out in my clinic, that only 3 global balance, Tai Yin Yang Ming balance, Jue Yin Sao Yang balance, and Sao Yin Tai Yang balance to instantly reduce blood pressure. Okay, and which meridian to go with and which point to choose. Okay, I'll show you in my class, and this is a bonus because this is global balance. And also show you the new acupuncture technique that I discovered myself and how to instant reduce tinnitus and improve hearing loss. All right. So when I'm saying about the tinnitus, I'm actually combine the distal point and local point. And I'll show you how to choose the distal point and how to measure whether you get um, relief, they get relief or not. Okay, the measurement you can measure before acupuncture and after acupuncture on the same day on the same sessions. Okay, and because it's quite close to my clinic, and I will be able to call in some of my patients, ask them to come in and give them a free treatment for their ear, and then we'll be able to do some needle and show you. If any of you have tinnitus, you're welcome to come in and we can treat you. Like I treated a demonstration in Taiwan. One of the practitioner came, show up, and then have tinnitus, and I put some needle on the leg, and it reduced from 6 down to 5 with just one needles, and then we continue with other point, and it went down from 6 eventually down to just 1 out of 10 of the tinnitus, the ringing sound in the ear. So that's how tinnitus is very difficult for a lot of people, a lot of acupuncture technique. So I showed you last time that the last webinar was just talking about one strategy for tinnitus. There are many other strategy. Okay, the workshop fee, if it's 2,000 something New Zealand dollars, and if you pay before 28th of 7 and you get discount. Okay, um it will be just 1900 something. Okay, we have payment plan. If you want to join us and you don't have to pay that much, you can pay it all off in the next 5 or 6 months, something like that. You can contact us. We're welcome to, we're happy to offer a payment plan. All this 3 days class been approved 21 CPD from NZAZ and AC NZ. Okay, and we also give you free online courses, which is worth 9 CPD. In total, you receive 30 CPD. Okay, if you want to register, let me show you. This is the link I'm going to share with you right now. Is the registration link. If you want to attend the New Zealand Hamilton one. So if you want to receive, if you have attended my class previously, so you can choose the resuming student one, and then you send in your certificate, and I'll give you discount. So anyone who joined, you come into my Phua membership, buy bonus and discount. So if you pay, like we count as US dollars 1349, and you receive a bonus, a gift value in 1349, which in the gift value at 699, you get the free online courses worth 699, and you also you'll be able to access to the webinar for 6 months. And after the workshop, 3-day workshop, and I'm gonna follow up with you with live webinar and recording webinar that value at 650. And if you're not able to join our live, you'll be able to watch it online for 6 months. Okay, and you also receive a coupon of 1349 US dollars. In the future, if you join our class, and you can get discount from that voucher. Okay, I'm going to talk about this one. And for resuming class, you also receive get into my membership, you also receive all the bonus and discount. Okay. This is the resuming students. You don't pay 2,000 something for that. You only pay a couple hundreds for attending the class. Okay, so you contact us and we can discuss. Even though you're resuming the class, we're able to do a payment plan for you, just for the New Zealand practitioner, not for the overseas. Okay. If you're an overseas and you say, oh, okay, New Zealand is too far away, you're welcome to join Malaysia workshop. I'll show you the Malaysia workshop. It's totally the same content, same workshop, but it will happen on the 28th from 28th to 30th August, which is next month in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Okay, I'm going to this is the Malaysia one. Okay, Malaysia workshop. If you're from overseas, you want to join the Malaysia one, you're welcome to join. For the Hamilton one, when you join my workshop, you're welcome to shadow me in my clinic to look at how I treat my patient, and I'm able to treat about 4 to 6 or even 8 patients in an hour. You can come in, including giving them herbs and tech pose and do all those needles, very quick process, and 4 hour I can see up to 20, 25, or more than that. So you're welcome to, if you join my class, you're free to come to my clinic. I open Saturday, and you come in, and then you can see how I treat my patient. My treatment, so as I said, I do the structure. So the structured needle, 5 to 10 minutes. Quick needle, I don't retain needle for the structure. But for the pose, balancing, I do treat the organs. When I treat the organs, I retain the needle for 15 minutes. So it's about 40 minutes per patient. But in between, I finish 15 minutes, I go to the next one, go to the next one, go to the next one. Some patients is 5 to 10 minutes. And depending how many beds I have, depending whether I have colleagues work in the clinic. So we had 8 beds in the clinic. So I believe that acupuncture can do a lot. You see, we treat tinnitus, we treat pain, we treat other things. I don't see any ACC patient. If you're in New Zealand, you know ACC, all about ACC. I don't treat ACC patient at the moment. My colleague take care of ACC. If you treat ACC patient, limited. You can't see many patients. Because when you can see many patients with ACC as well, but you don't get the fund from ACC, right? If your hourly rate with ACC, there's only $60 something. If you see 4 ACC patient, you don't get $60 something from each patient. You only be able to bill for 15 minutes for each patient. That's not worth it. But acupuncture can treat more than just pain relief. That's why I'm doing this free webinar to share with you. Tinnitus, nothing to do with ACC. Anxiety, nothing to do with ACC. You see what I mean? And next time we're going to talk about heartburn, indigestion problem. Nothing to do with ACC. So don't just focus on ACC. If you focus on ACC, you ruin acupuncture. There's no future for acupuncture. Now, acupuncture is very good, no doubt, very good for pain relief. I believe in it, very good, one of the best treatment in the world. But acupuncture can do more than that. And as a practitioner and acupuncturist, you need to believe in acupuncture first, and then you need to practice to help with many of your patients. Doesn't matter what they don't tie it up with just ACC. Okay. I hope that makes sense. And you come into my clinic, you can see how we do the marketing, how we ask patient for referral. I constantly ask my patient for referral. And how do we do that? Okay. Now let's keep going. It's about time now. Okay, quiz. Number one, you don't have to do anything. I'm going to show you the answer, and I'm going to give you the link, and then you can complete the quiz. Okay, you don't have to write it down at all. You just have to screenshot the answer, and then you fill it all in. Okay. Number one. Okay, we do it all together. It's quite normal for people to have feeling of anxiety once in a while. This is especially true for people who live stressful lives. But when the anxiety becomes excessive, then it becomes a problem. You might start feeling so anxious that you can't control it and it interferes with your life. When you feel this way, you may already suffer from a generalized anxiety disorder. A is true, B is false. Which one is that? To type A or B to me, please. A. Awesome. Thank you. So that's A. We do it all together, and I'll show you the answer later on. Spleen heart Saoyang pattern can balance both spleen, heart, gallbladder, Sanjiao meridians, and organs. So I'm talking about this pattern, not just treating meridians, it treats organs. And not just treating organ, it treats meridians as well. True or false? A or B? A. Okay, good. Next one. Number 3. Magical 12 pattern treat all 12 Zhangfu organs in balance and all 12 meridians in balance. Again, I'm talking about magical 12 pattern that I show you. It can treat all 12 Zhangfu organs in balance and all 12 meridians in balance. True or false? A or B? A. Okay, you're all smart. Thank you. Structure imbalance would not cause Zhangfu organs imbalance. Number 4. Treating anxiety does not need to consider structure imbalance. A. True. B. False. Thank you. The answer is B. Here's the answer. Please take a picture of it. Okay. Take a picture of it. You're all done? If you're done, please reply 1. If you've done the picture, screenshot, reply 1. Awesome. We all on the same page? We all on the same page. Thank you very much. The next thing, before I send you the link, the quiz link, I want to make it clear again. You must sign in, and then the next step, when you sign in, you will receive an email, confirmation email. If it's not in your inbox, that is going to be in your junk mailbox. You're going to check that too. Okay, if you haven't got it, please submit it again. But normally you just submit once, you will receive it. Okay, then the next thing is this link I'm going to send to you. Very quick, just wait for me. I want you to hear me first. You're going to submit the quiz today. Okay, once you finish this, you submit it. If you submit it tomorrow morning, it's not going to work, because first thing in the morning, I'm going to run the report. If anyone submitted tomorrow, which is 16th, it won't count. Okay, it need to submit today, both sign in and quiz. Okay, then this is only for who attending live webinar. If you're attending here, the webinar, that you get this, if you send it to your friend, it's not going to work. Okay, it's not going to work. You must complete this quiz today. Now, if you complete this quiz, you will get a confirmation email as well. If you don't get any confirmation email, that means you have opt out of our email list, you unsubscribed previously, and you need to contact us. Okay, you need to contact us. The email is in here, info@aqtcmschool.com. Okay, let me show you this is the link. I only got email confirmation sign in. Of course, Helen, you haven't got any link for the quiz because I haven't posted yet. Okay, here is the link, anxiety quiz link. Go ahead and click. And once you finish, you come back. If you have any question about today anxiety presentation webinar, please let me know. If you can't receive any email, any confirmation email at all, email us. Okay, email us. You don't have to email us about the tinnitus certificate. We haven't done that for you yet. I just got back from Taiwan, and we have found a way. We found a way to create the certificate for you guys. Okay. Tinnitus quiz. Okay, let's have a look. Let me double check it. That shouldn't be. Just give me a minute, eh? I double check it. The quiz. That shouldn't be. Thank you for letting me know. Anxiety. Okay, because I haven't changed the title yet. This should be anxiety. Okay. Refresh it again and see whether it's changed. Yep. Anxiety. Sorry, double N. That's wrong. Should be just one N. Try it again. And I changed the title. The topic should be anxiety now. Right? That if you use Firefox, you may not be able to submit it. So I recommend you use Google Chrome internet browser, or you can use Safari. There's no problem with those two. But sometimes Safari is a problem too. If you can't submit it, please change another internet browser to submit it. Okay. There are many emails to us about, where is the certificate, blah, 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 blah. And I don't have time to reply because I put it all in email. And a lot of people keep asking the same question. I just can't reply. It's too many email. So we have 131 people done for quiz and 166 for sign up for the anxiety, sign in for anxiety. And that's 135 now. Okay, you guys still here? And do you have any question? Please let me know. You're welcome. I hope that helped. Again, it's not going to treat all, you're not going to treat all the anxiety. You need to, any other method, you can use it. And I don't just use acupuncture, I do Chinese herbs for them, some of the case. But at 10 years old, we just keep it simple with acupuncture. And I do use local point as well. Okay. In some cases, especially for the structure imbalance. You don't have to send me your email address at all. We have system take care of it. We can run report. You don't have to tell me your where you from ACNZ or NZASA. You don't have to do that. Okay. We get. When can you get the certificate? I don't know. Once we finish it, we'll send it to you. You make sure you can receive our email. That's it. You just wait for our email. Okay. Please don't just email us and where is the certificate. And some people are so rude, the email. I did that. Why haven't I got the certificate on the so rude? We do it for free, and we have a lot of work to do. And please be patient. Any question for tonight? For those be very rude, sorry, I won't reply you at all. You just wait for my email. Wait for we get it complete, and then we'll send it to you. We will, and we'll send it to you a report, and you check it yourself. If you haven't followed our step, I'm sorry, I don't have proof. Even though you have screenshot and send it to me, sorry, I don't have proof. That's not good enough. You have to follow our step, because you're adding too much work for us. I just can't give you those things. Okay, you follow my step, my instruction, then I'll definitely give you the CPD certificate. If you don't follow, I'm so sorry. All right, any question for tonight? Thank you, Hiromi. Okay, I'll see you next time. That's it. It's 8:43. No question, right? Thank you very much. And that's it for tonight. Thank you for joining in. And the recording video will upload to the platform, and you're welcome to join the platform and watch the replay and get the PDF from today. Okay. Thank you very much. Stay awesome. Bye.